Hi friends, welcome to Cindy's Corner. It is the end of my work week and I'm going to wind down with a snack and a beverage, and I am going to take you guys along with me, and we are fast approaching Halloween, so I'm looking for some spooky treats, and I got a couple to share with you, and they're kind of on the silly side, or at least the first one is on the silly side and the other one's a little more sophisticated. So let's get started with some silly apple bites. Now, this is believe it or not, this is what we're going to make. Isn't that fun? I think that is so cute. So let's talk about how do we get to here. Okay, so what you're going to do is basically you're going to take an apple, you're going to quarter it, and you're going to cut a wedge out and put some peanut butter in there to get started. So let's do that. So I've got my half of an apple here, and I like the idea of doing a green apple, so I love Granny Smith apples, so that's what I'm using. So let me just move my little strawberry slices out of the way. So what I found was the easiest way to do this. So here's my quarter apple. I put this on my board this way so I could kind of see what kind of wedge I was cutting. So what you're going to do is on the peel side, you're going to cut a wedge. So just don't cut all the way through. And then you're going to cut another slice over here like this. Okay. So what we got here is you cut pulling out the center wedge. Okay, that creates the mouth for our silly apple. Okay, now we're going to put that piece aside. We're going to take some peanut butter. You decide how much. It could be a little or a lot. It's just up to you. So you're going to spread the peanut butter inside the wedge. So this is just making the interior of this silly face, okay? Silly mouth. Okay, so now we got to give it some teeth. So what we're doing with the teeth is I'm using slivered almonds. Don't they look like spiky teeth? You could use sunflower seeds, or if you want to do something a little darker, you could use like pumpkin seeds or any kind of a shape like this that's small. Okay, and you're going to, well, actually we got to start with the tongue. So the tongue is made out of a sliced strawberry. So we place the tongue on here. So the tongue is sticking out, and then we start putting the teeth in. So you're just going to gently place those teeth in there. You can even kind of lay it on there if you're finding that that's difficult. Let me put my knife over here. So I'm just going to push the teeth in there. And they don't have to be sticking out. They could just kind of lay in there, but you would just want to make it look like it's got a lot of gnarly teeth. That one's too small. Let's get a different one. Okay. There we go. I like these slivered almonds because they are kind of spiky. Okay, so there's our teeth and our tongue. Isn't that so fun? I think this is just great. Okay, now we got to do the eyes. So the way you do the eyes is you take a little dab of peanut butter right there. So let me get I'm using a little smaller spoon here, spatula. So I'm just going to put like a dot of peanut butter. I'll just get a little bit more. Whoops. Yeah, a little more than that. So just on the top part here, we're going to put a dab of peanut butter, and that is what is going to help your googly eyes stick. I got these on Amazon. You might have them at your supermarket. They're just, if you go on Amazon, it's kind of in the area where you would find sprinkles. So these are candy, and gosh, they give such personality to things. So when I'm sticking it on, I'm just sticking it on here, kind of at a little bit of an angle here, so that they kind of face forward. Isn't that great? I just think this just cracks me up. It's just very funny. Okay. Now let's do this other quarter. So again, I'm putting on my board and I'm facing it up towards me so I can kind of gauge the angle. So I'm kind of doing like a 45-degree angle, and I'm gently just sliding my knife in there, kind of in a zigzag fashion, so I can get that wedge out. Okay, and there we go. Now if you find, see, there's the wedge. If you want to cut more out, that's okay. You do what, just don't cut all the way through, okay? So the mouth will stay open. And again, we take the peanut butter and we're just going to smear some peanut butter on the inside. This kind of not only tastes good, but it helps everything stick. This is just so fun. Okay, of course you gotta have some fun music on. Okay, so we're gonna put the tongue on there. I just think that is so funny. Okay, now we're gonna start sticking the teeth in. Whoops, that one broke. Whoops, sometimes that happens. That's why I say it doesn't have to really go in. It could just you could just kind of lay them there if you wanted. If your item is not really going in. Okay, I need a couple more pieces. This guy his teeth is a little sparse. Let's get a couple more. There. Okay, so there's the mouth with the teeth. I just think this is so cute. Okay, now I'm going to get my little bit of peanut butter to stick the little candy eyes on. There we go. Okay, just a tiny dab ought to be enough. Okay, and we get the eye, and we're just going to put it on there. Okay, these are so fun. I can see sticking these little eyes on all kinds of things. Oh, this just cracks me up. Okay, so now I got my last one. Okay, this guy, he's going to have a very red tongue, or I guess I could turn him over. No, it's too late to do that. Okay, there's his tongue. And now we got to put his teeth in. Okay, these ones are short. I put them on the end. And I'll get some longer ones down here. So this is a fun thing for kids of all ages. And if you're doing a party for Halloween, this would be a great thing to put on your table. See that? Okay, now we're going to put his little eyes on. Okay, so we just stick an eye on each of that piece of peanut butter. There they go. There they are. Okay. I find this so amusing. It's just very fun. So it's nice to have some spooky and fun, silly things for your Halloween. Okay, let's move that stuff out of the way. Okay, and now let's get our plate. I'm going to put these guys on our little plate. My little plate is little. I don't think I'm going to be able to fit them all on there. Okay, I'm just going to put 3. We'll put that one over here. So there we go. Our silly apple bites. Aren't they sweet? They just make me chuckle. I'm going to put these on the table and then we'll get started on our beverage. So I'll be right back. Okay. And for our beverage tonight, we're going to be making something called a witch's brew. Gosh, let me see if I can, let's bring that back. I got to see if I can get this 4th one on there. These are just so darn cute. Let me turn him a different way. There we go. There we go. There's all 4 of them. Okay. All right. This is a witch's brew. And we've got a variety of things here. So we've got some vodka. We've got some blue curacao. That's an orange liqueur. We have a little grenadine syrup. and we have some lemon lime soda. Okay, so to an ice-filled shaker, I'm going to add 1 ounce of vodka. Get my shot glass out. Okay, and 1 ounce of the blue curacao. This is going to be pretty tasty. Okay, so we're going to fill her up. Okay, I'm going to put that into our shaker. Now what makes it very a little more devilish looking is we're going to take this grenadine and we're going to put a splash there of the grenadine, and then we're going to put the top on and shake her up. Remember, whenever you're shaking a cocktail, you want to shake it till it's cold. So when your hands feel like they're frozen, that's when you stop. Okay, let me just move these items out of the way. Let's get our glass. So today I've got a rocks glass. This is something I picked up at a thrift store. So I always recommend going to the thrift store and see what kind of drink barware that they have there. Could be really interesting. Okay, so now we're going to pour our concoction. Look at that. This glass, I think we could do a little more of the grenadine. Just pour that over top. So it's going to look kind of dark, a dark drink, but you can see that blue. Then we have our lemon lime soda, and I've got a maraschino cherry to garnish it with. So let's fill her up with our soda. A little bubbly there. And we're going to top it off with a maraschino cherry right on top. So there we go. So let's get our beverage and our snack. So this is our witch's brew and our silly apple, what do you call apple bites, silly apple bites. Okay, you have a great Halloween. Take care, and I will see you soon. Let's put that down and toodaloo.